Hi there, today I wanted to chat to you about back pain because back pain is really debilitating to a lot of people these days, and I wanted to chat to you about what you can do to minimise getting back pain, or if you are getting back pain now, what you can do to really get over that and really exercising in a safe way that's going to make sure that that doesn't come back or decrease the chance of that coming back again. So firstly, we want to know if that back pain is disc related or whether it's neuromuscular related. So to eliminate disc-related back pain, we need to chat to our general practitioner or our sports doctor or physio to really eliminate that fact. If that's the case, then we can move on and we can go through the 5 areas that you really need to concentrate on to minimise back pain. So number 1 is to get strong. So we need to learn really great technique and then start to lift heavier and heavier within the bounds of what we're capable of doing, and obviously for what our technique allows. So firstly is getting strong, and that means things like squats and deadlifts and lunges, and then upper body work. So our bench press, our pull-ups and all that sort of stuff. So trying to get as strong as we possibly can, and doing that 2 to 3 times per week. Again, we want to maintain good form with what we're capable of doing within our mobility and within what we're capable from a lifting point of view. Next one is trigger points. So we want to regularly be maintaining our body by using a trigger ball and a foam roller on a weekly basis, again probably 2 to 3 times per week, or we could go to a massage therapist and get a really good massage once a week. That's a great way to do it too. But the key thing is that we want to maintain, really get stuck in with the foam roller along our ITBs, our adductors, quads, hamstrings and that side of things. From a trigger ball point of view, getting into our glutes and lower back and really releasing in there, finding what's tight and releasing that off, and that's going to really assist us with our back pain as well, doing that regularly. The next one is stability, so learning how to use our glutes. And the key reason to do this is really so we can switch our glutes on, and because what we find is so many people are sitting down these days is that we lose our function of our glutes. So if we can do stability exercises such as our 8-point balance or a Brolga, single leg deadlift, anything like that that challenges that balance, forces that glute to work and teaches it how to switch on again. So even if you are active, what a lot of people do for activity these days is long running and riding and that sort of thing, but that can just lead to tightening up because we get stuck in that same motion over and over again. So really be mindful that if you're in those activities that you still really need to do all of these tips that I'm giving you here today. The next one is core strength. So a really great thing to start that off is going to a physio or doing some Pilates, and then you can progress that up to stuff that a strength coach can teach you in a gym. So that doesn't necessarily mean doing as many crunches as you can, that's just working the abs. We want to be able to separate our trunk from our torso. We need to be able to engage our core in different ways and applying that core strength as well. So you can do things like planks and hollow holds and all that sort of stuff, but we might need to really regress that back to more Pilates-based TA activation work, which is really important from a back pain point of view as well. So that's tip number 3. Tip number 4 is staying mobile. So with our mobility, we want to do things like, even if it's jumping down and sitting in a squat hold, we want to be able to really progress our range there. Or we might be able to stretch down on the ground, hit tripod type work. So that's the key thing there, is mobility, flexibility exercises. So let's just sum that all up. We want a trigger point, we want to get strong, get our core strength strong, we want to work on stability, and then we also want to work on our mobility and flexibility. So when you encapsulate that, that might be, so if you're going to the gym, maybe you're doing that 3 times a week. If you do that 3 times a week, you can fit all of that work within an hour session. So aim to do that and guarantee your back pain will definitely be minimised. Obviously you want to learn how to do that safely. If you want to get in contact with me, then feel free to use the link within this video, or go and find a really good strength and conditioning coach in your city and chat to them and see if they can help you out. Talk to you soon.